Finsbury Cheese Championship, last semifinal, Steve versus Brad. One of these guys is taking on a hungry Shelby, and one of them's going to go home with all this cheese. So let's see how it goes. Steve quickly comes out and pulls guard, and Brad is working to pass from a half guard. You're going to see a lot of pressure passing from half guard in this match. From here, Brad's main fight is to get chest to chest and try to climb over Steve's bottom knee, which is his right knee. Once he gets by that knee, he's going to be able to apply a lot more pressure. He's a little low on Steve's body, so he may be trying to smash the knees together into a smash pass, which can limit the guy's mobility and make it easier for you to pass around the side of the legs. But as long as Steve has that right knee in front of Brad's hip, he's going to be able to use that to off balance. Now see how he has a knee on either side now? Now we're no longer in half guard. We're just in a butterfly position. And now Brad back into half guard. Takes a reverse half guard position, steps out, immediately establishes a pass. So we're about a minute in. Now watch that again. Brad's pressuring, keeping his weight onto Steve. Now he turns to face the legs. See where his left elbow is? A lot of people call this reverse half guard when you're turned facing away. And see Steve's legs are open for a second, and Brad quickly removed his leg. And now look at Brad's body positioning here. He's latched onto Steve. There is no space between his left arm and Steve's face. And Brad also has his head pinned tight to Steve's body. This is a very good positioning. Brad should be trying to open up Steve's right elbow with his left knee. Right now, Steve has one piece of inside position with that right arm, right elbow. He's got to try to get another piece of inside position to get that left hand. See, now it's on the inside of the shoulder to the neck. So now he's got two pieces of inside position. If you can get three, you have a pretty good chance to escape. So he's got to try to get a knee inside the hip. See, he's using those arms to create a little bit of distance. Still going to be quite difficult, but it gives you something to work with, right? So Steve's pushing with his left hand. Now look, now that knee's in. Now he's going to be able to create an escape because he has three pieces of inside position here. So it's going to be really difficult for Brad to maintain this type of connection with that knee and the arms in the way. And Steve used that to reestablish a half guard. So back in half guard again, Brad still trying to pressure. He's got a good underhook with his right arm. Steve's got they're both kind of fighting for wrist control on the other side. Brad tries to sit to face the legs again, reverse half guard again, but Steve's able to counter. So what was different that time? As Brad starts to sit over for the same position, watch Steve's left foot. See how it's hooked under Brad's leg? That lets him elevate Brad, which he wasn't able to before. Brad tried to step over, and Steve chased him on top. One more time. There's a lot to unpack there. So watch Steve's left foot. Look, so Brad's not able to step out the same way. Steve didn't have that butterfly hook in with his left foot the first time. So this is going to change what Brad's able to do. So as he goes to step off that hook, Steve's able to lift him a little bit. Then Brad responded by trying to step over. But Steve's holding the back with his left hand, and he just follows that momentum, kind of rides the momentum up. And he ends up on top for the first time inside Brad's closed guard. Nice exchange of position there. And I always find it interesting how kind of sequences kind of repeat themselves in the match. Obviously, Brad was able to pass using the reverse half guard the first time, and then Steve made an adjustment, so he was able to gain the advantage when that same thing happened again just a minute later. So from here, Steve has to try to break the guard open. Closed guard is often a very one-sided battle where the person on bottom is just looking to try to create opportunities to sweep and submit, and the top person just has to try to get out of the closed guard so they can start attacking themselves. Now, Steve is losing his balance here, dangerously close to getting tipped over, but Brad, I think, is focusing on a shoulder lock or maybe looking for a straight elbow lock. Steve's kind of pushing that arm out of the way. Brad looks like he's trying to get a good shoulder crunch grip. But Steve is able to switch sides. That was nice. Now he's putting pressure. Let's look again. So from here, Brad has both his hands committed to this shoulder crunch grip. He opens his guard, and Steve shifts over to the other side. And now as Steve's pressing forward and trying to pass, Brad's forced to respond by pushing and being defensive, but his arms were a little bit out of position. So that's what let Steve get into a good passing spot. And now Brad was forced to turtle. Steve's trying to chase the back, maybe looking for a guillotine or a front headlock opportunity here. Now he's locked up what could be an anaconda. trying to roll up on top, but he has to be parallel for that to work. There it is. Nicely done. So Brad knows he's about to get passed or give something up, so he goes to turtle. Not a bad idea. He tries to roll through. Steve follows. This was a nice switch to control the front headlock. He's got some nice attacks from here. He rolls through. And now if you're perpendicular, it's going to be really difficult to make that roll up on top work. See him trying to kind of use his legs to get over top of Brad's trapped arm with his left leg. He wasn't able to get it, so his next move is to roll up on top. This accomplishes, he gets dominant position, he gets the mount. He jumps off, and now he's going to be hunting that Darce choke. See, he's got a really good head control. Now he's switching. Darce choke coming. He's got the grip on the bicep, and now this is getting very tight. He's sprawling into it, and he gets the tap. So he goes from basically a guillotine grip, and then he's going to switch arms. Look, here comes that left arm coming in, and then you can see Steve's fingers. See how he's inching the fingers further across the arm onto the bicep. Now he has the hand fully locked. Sorry, he has the Darce fully locked. That right hand should come up nice and high. He's sitting to his hip, and he gets the tap. Some really cool transitions in that match. The back chase to the front headlock. The sweep was really cool. So not as long as the other matches, but there was some cool technique to unpack in that. So Shelby versus Steve. Who's getting the cheese? Find out next. Stay tuned.